Hey, before we start the video, I want to let you know that the good people at Financial Edge are doing a massive giveaway worth over £1,700. Now, if you want to enter the giveaway, hit the link in the video description below. And if you want to find out more about the giveaway, stay tuned because I'll let you know more details later on in the video. With that, let's get straight to the reaction.
Your buddy Yasmin's talking to that fund out of Brevin. Jump on and show him you're a more sophisticated touch point into our offer.
Wow, okay. So this will never happen, or I've never experienced this. Someone else in a different team is having a call with a client, and then your boss tells you, yo, jump on that call. Like, that is just, no, that does not happen, because one, that's just rude. Two, the client is not expecting you. Typically when the call is set up, if two people are catching up, it's between them, or there might be a meeting, the guests or the attendees would be confirmed on that. And also, I don't think it's possible to just jump onto anyone's line, privacy and all of that, but this seems a bit unrealistic and intense. It's gonna kick off.
Running across the FX account?
The leadership's on the same tide. Let's make sure we're the biggest boat.
Are you worried that New York is outperforming?
Hook into that call with FX today, please.
Is anyone?
Eric is putting everyone under a lot of pressure, and the truth is, when the more senior people are putting you under pressure, it's probably because they're under pressure, because they've got people above them telling them we need results, 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 and so it kind of trickles down, it filters through.
Look, yes, this may be our last
She just jumped on the call, you know. Oh my god, yeah, this won't happen.
professional phone call.
Hi, Maxon. Harper Stern from Cross Products.
¿Qué es esta Casa Blanca de Nixon?
I just wanted to let you know.
What is this, Nixon's White House? FYI, just to fill you in, so Yasmin is on the phone with a friend of hers. So Yasmin comes from a very, I think, like, got something in my mouth. I think like her family is very, bloody hell, very wealthy family, and her cousin or friend or someone is on the phone, and he works at a hedge fund, and they're a big client. They're one of, I think, Yasmin's biggest clients. He just said that his career is blowing up, so maybe his hedge fund is going bust or something. Anyway, Harper's jumped on the call, so let's see what she says.
Well, that we are very much here if you need any flow or color / currency ideas from the CPS end.
Ya sabías que estaba escuchando.
No, but I shouldn't be surprised. Maxim, as you know, the layup trade over the past 12 months has been selling the dollar, and
To jump on a call and just go into pitch mode, like, in general, I think people hate being sold to, right? You don't want to just sell. Like, you want to, you know, have a good enough relationship with someone that they trust you to, you know, serve them with good products and what have you, rather than just jump on a call and just pitch the hell out of the call to them. But anyway, let's see. Oh, she's stuck.
and
She doesn't know the full pitch.
Ya estaré esta noche.
That's the difference. If you're in the office, you're likely to know what's going on a bit more than if you're just at home. It's heating up. They're both in the same team. They both work for CPS, cross product sales. So yeah, you don't want to mess up relationships in your own team. She needs Rishi because he kind of executes trades and stuff for her, or gives her ideas, what have you. But let's see.
My problem is that we've had an NTC on this desk since the rest of us came back. Now I'm glad you've had the shame to execute through other traders during your extended vacay.
Oh snap, yeah, no, he is annoyed. Everyone's been back, she's the only one that's been away, not in the office. Yeah, he's not happy.
does that mean when I ask you for a price now, you're not going to give me a price?
That privilege is reserved for people who actually work here, Harper.
Oh, so now you can see, you know, even if people say, yeah, work from home 3, 4, 5 days, just be mindful. You know, people might be thinking something else if you're taking the mickey and working from home too much. Or if you're leaving the office before everyone else. Just use judgment, basically. Alright, before we get back to the video, I want to give you some information on the giveaway that Financial Edge are doing. For those of you that don't know who Financial Edge are, they essentially provide some of the training for analysts and associates for the top 4 global investment banks. They've got tons of online finance courses ranging from trading to investment banking to asset management, portfolio management, M&A, etc, etc, you name it, they've likely got a course on it, and they've been a great sponsor on the channel for a very long time. So there are 3 simple rules for this giveaway, and they are: 1, you need to follow Financial Edge on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. 2, you need to sign up to Effie's career newsletter. And 3, follow the link below to see how you can win extra points in the giveaway. More points mean you increase your chances of winning that £1,700 prize. The following are included in the 1.7k giveaway. One lucky winner will win a 2022 MacBook Pro with an M2 chip, an Anker PowerCore power bank, a 500 gig SanDisk external hard drive, £200 gift card to Club Monaco, and 1 year free access to Felix by Financial Edge, which typically costs over £500 per year. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you hit the link in the video description below and sign up. It won't cost you anything to sign up. It takes about a minute to do so, and you never know, you could be winning 1.7k worth of goodies. Anyway, let's get back to the reaction. Gotta produce.
You gonna let him talk to me like that?
Go on, run to daddy.
Let him? I'm not your keeper. I shouldn't have to listen into your calls to make sure you can do your job.
Ouch.
Well, maybe I'm your fucking keeper. We should remember that.
Oh shit. Yeah, end of last season, basically. Actually, I won't ruin it. You need to watch it. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. Wait, why is it gone dark? All right. So this is interesting. So season 1, Yasmin came on the desk and she did what everyone said: get coffee, get lunch, this, that, and she ran around. She didn't really assert herself, and she didn't really say no much. Now, this new intern has come in, or this new joiner, and she's kind of more sure of herself. She stands up for herself. She says what she's thinking. She doesn't, you know, she's happy to say no if she believes something's not right. And Yasmin is struggling to deal with this because she really struggled. And now this new joiner, this younger's come through, and she's like, Yasmin's like, maybe thinking, why wasn't I like this? Or this isn't fair. I had to deal with a lot of, you know, stuff, and this new joiner is not dealing with any of the struggles that I had to go through. So it's an interesting dynamic.
Sets precedent. Yeah. I don't think it's appropriate that the junior person on the desk get the lunches.
Alright.
Ah, yeah, Yasmin's not happy.
We try and break the cycle, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Deal with it. Good. You know, just because you struggle doesn't mean everyone else needs to struggle. Alright, so Eric and Harper had a chat. I think they're trying to figure things out. She's settling back into the office. And they're in the lift.
What do you know about Jesse Bloom?
Mr. COVID? Just moved to London.
He did better out of this disaster than any man on earth. He bought a wedge of CDS insurance before a real pandemic is here.
So they're talking about Jesse Bloom, the guy that turned $28 million into $6 billion. Smart investor, made money out of the pandemic. In every recession, every negative situation, there'll be people that make a lot of money. They time the market, they guess what's going to happen, they see it before other people, and they take huge risk. And some people lose out, some people make a lot of money. He bought a wedge of CDS insurance. CDS stands for credit default swaps. If you want to know what a credit default swap is, check out this video here and you can see me explain it in a few minutes.
Hey, the white hair, it really suits you.
Wasn't a choice.
Surprised they haven't levelly bumped you upstairs yet.
A corner office is a coffin.
So when you become managing director at most places, they give you an office. Some people prefer it, some people don't.
Look, nobody's keeping a rap sheet, but we could say most consider London an overnight execution desk for the US. We could say Brexit makes the Frankfurt office more relevant now.
Oof.
And, well, we also could say London drinks too much and leaves too early, but...
London drinks too much and leaves too early. Yeah, London, there's a drinking culture every, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, people go for drinks and stuff. But also in the US, as far as I know, they get like 10 days of holiday compared to in London, you get 23 days, 28 days, whatever it might be. But the culture in the US, they work a lot more than London. They typically do longer hours. And yeah, 10 days of holiday in a whole year. And even when you take holiday, apparently it's frowned upon. Personally, I don't know. That's not cool, but that's intense, man.
Hello?
Nicole, hi, it's Robert Spearing from Pierpoint.
What could anyone from that institution possibly want?
Apart from these.
To talk markets, the old game. You feeling bulled up, or is...
You can tell he's not comfortable. He's trying to sound like a salesman, but he's just, it looks so awkward. He's not comfortable on the phone. He doesn't know what to talk about.
The old bear rousing from us lumber.
Sorry, why are you talking like... Yeah, I'm in the habit of avoiding people who talk like... Yeah, okay, look, why don't you call me when you know who you are and who you're talking to?
Oh, powerful. Why don't you call me when you know who you are and who you're talking to? Yeah, he's not fully comfortable in his own skin, so he's struggling to kind of pick up the phone, talk to clients. And that's not easy to do. You know, when you enter the world of work and you're not comfortable in your own skin, when you're not able to be yourself, it's tough. Like even me, I used to struggle to pick up the phone and talk to people because I was like, there's someone behind me, to my left, to my right, in front of me. Everyone within a 5 meter, 10 meter radius can hear me. When I speak, am I going to sound too, unprofessional? Am I going to sound too rude? Am I going to not sound posh enough or well spoken? All these pressures, probably no one cares or no one's thinking about it, but it's all in your head, and then it makes you quite anxious. And it's nerve-wracking, so that's probably what he's going through.
So great to meet you finally.
Ah, the brilliant new grads. Heard loads about you.
Okay, so Venetia is the new grad, the brilliant new grad. Feedback is getting passed around that she's doing well. If you do well, if you perform well, people talk. And people talk if you don't do so well.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Why is it done?
Venetia, I'm ready to hear your idea. Can we do it in 10? No time like the present. Start.
Wow, so she got put on the spot in season 1 to do a pitch, trade idea, what have you. And she struggled, so now she's trying to put the pressure on Venetia.
The stellar catch-up trade if you missed the dollar sell-off. It lagged because the virus ravaged Brazil. Political response was Trump-level appalling. Also, hefty appetite for emerging markets.
The Pfizer vaccine has to be kept at sub-zero temperatures. It's not a suitable climate for a speedy rollout.
Well, actually, they're using AstraZeneca.
So, Venetia had a trade idea. She likes dollar Brazil. And she's backing it up with reasons why. And then Yasmin's kind of come with a counter argument. But Venetia has already got a response, which shows she's prepared. She knows her pitch. She knows her, any potential downsides to the pitch, any counter arguments, and she's prepared. She got put on the spot. If this happens to you on the trading floor or in any division, if you get put on the spot and you have a prepared answer, it impresses people. So credit to her. She handled that very well. And Yasmin's pissed.
What do you mean, so? It's implicit in what I said. It doesn't have the same limitations.
Nothing is implicit about you, actually.
Oh, wow.
So just be clearer next time.
Wow. I think he's plucked up the courage to just say, how he's feeling, and, he's not comfortable, but he's just going, he's picking up the phone and he's just going to go for it. So let's see what he says.
You're going to have to bear with me, alright? Because I am very nervous and I really don't know what I'm doing.
Go on.
Well, to be honest, this is my last-ditch attempt to actually do my job. Which apparently, to my terror, means making more than one outgoing call a day to people who either definitely know more than me or have just been bred to think they know more than me.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. So he's obviously got this inferiority complex because he's calling people who he feels that know more about markets than him, or who have been bred to believe they know more than anyone, basically. And that's typically those are the type of people you're dealing with. Extremely bright, well-informed people, or people who think they know everything. And so if you feel like you don't know everything about the markets, it could be quite a daunting task to call lots of people. If that's your job, a salesperson, you need to call lots of people on the day, every day, and talk about markets. But he's building his confidence, which is good.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah, one step at a time, innit? Look, it feels good. Yeah, most things, as I'm sure you're aware, they seem daunting at first, but once you do it, you realize, you know what, that wasn't as hard as I thought, and then it becomes easier. So stepping outside of your comfort zone, very, very beneficial. So Yasmin, basically, there's a scene where she went to like a party and they were doing lots of like drugs and stuff, and there was a lady there, a managing director from Pierpoint, who works in private wealth management. So right now Yasmin, she works on the trading floor, so sales and trading or global markets. There's another division of the bank called private wealth management or private banking. In this division, the employees are basically managing relationships with high net worth individuals, ultra high net worth individuals, rich families, so on and so forth. They basically manage wealth for wealthy individuals. And so Yasmin's interested in moving from sales and trading to private wealth management. So she's gone up to the private wealth management floor, and we'll see over the series if she ends up joining private wealth management and how things go, because I think she's getting bored of being on the trading floor. Also, she's gonna lose, or she's lost, her biggest client, the hedge fund client.
I didn't know what excuse to give my desk.
We don't make excuses up here.
Yeah, oftentimes when you're looking at other jobs or other roles, it's awkward. You're not going to say to your team or your desk, oh, I'm going for an interview, or I'm going to meet someone to talk about a move to a different team. So that's why she said she didn't know what excuse to give her desk. Everyone does it. They would say they got an appointment, they've got XYZ meeting, and they go for an interview. It's part of the nature of exploring new opportunities.
Usually late. No. Well, things happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand for my guest, Jesse Bloom.
Classic. So a lot of investment banks typically invite, celebrities, because they manage money for them in the wealth management division, or investors to these town halls where they interview them. Harper's gone to the town hall at a bulge bracket bank that Jessie is speaking at. She's kind of skipped the breakfast that she was meant to have with Eric and gone to this, but all is gonna go is in good stead, because she's gonna likely land him as a client, and that's a big client, obviously. But that is the end. I think that's the end. Yeah. That is the end of episode 1 of Industry Season 2. Let me know what you thought. Let me know in the comments down below if you agreed or disagreed with anything I said in the reaction. Personally, I think it's a slow build up to something that's gonna, grow. Like, there's lots going on. There's lots of different storylines. There's Rob getting his confidence to actually do his job. There's Yasmin exploring opportunities with private wealth management. There's Harper. She was struggling in a post-pandemic world with being in the office. There was her friction with Eric, Rishi, and now she's going to try and land this big client, Jesse Bloom. Lots going on. Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't seen the episode, it's on BBC iPlayer and HBO. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. Next week I'll be doing the reaction to episode 2, and I will see you then. Peace.